know about you all, how that must have been a crazy difficult conversation for, Phil Jackson to have with the greatest basketball player ever to play the sport, right? To be able to come to him and be like, hey, look, I know you're good and everything, but you can be better. You can be better, and I can help you be better. And the way that you can be better is by you not being such an individual, and you buy into this concept of team basketball that I call the triangle offense. And Mike, I promise you this, if you buy into the triangle offense, we will win championships. Now, do you want to win that? Now, the interesting thing about Mike is Mike was like, yeah, I want to win championships. I'm sure it wasn't the easiest transition, but Phil had to come and provide constructive feedback for the greatest player on the planet. And because of that great feedback, what happened was they wound up winning a total of 6 NBA championships together. And it had Mike... I hope everybody is feeling good. I hope everybody is feeling good. How you feeling? How you feeling? Yeah. What is going on, good people? It is your guy, Philip Edge, man. We're here, Edge Energy Shot. It is a Tuesday, and on every single Tuesday here, it's all about leadership. So we're going to get our leadership on. But for those of you who are new to the Edge Energy Shot, we are a podcast that helps you move from self-doubt to self-assurance, become a better leader, and create a higher net worth through greater self-worth. My name is Philip Edge, and listen, it's going to be dope today, man. Can I just be honest with you all, though? Because I was always told that honesty is the best policy, and I'm just going to go ahead and say this. If you are not providing constructive feedback to your team, to your people, to your family, listen, you are not doing your job as a leader. But listen, don't worry. Don't worry. Listen, today on the Edge Energy Shot, I got some amazing tips that are going to help you to be able to provide that great feedback to make your team love you even the more. So trust me, this is an episode that you want to tune into. You want to be here today and rock with me. With that being said, let's go ahead. Let's get it. Let's get started. Y'all know.
Within me is all that I need with my God by my side. How every time they turn around, I'm still winning. Regardless of feelings, I'm pursuing greatness, greatness, greatness. My destiny's greatness, greatness, greatness. I'm pursuing greatness, greatness, greatness. My destiny's greatness, greatness, greatness.
Well, yeah, it is your guy, Philip Edge, man. Listen, I am ready to help you live your best life today. Do me a quick favor, go ahead and share this out if you have not already shared it out. There might be some people who need to get some of this good information that I'm going to share with you today. Like I told you, today is all about leadership. So we want to make sure that we are doing our part and we are leading to the best of our abilities. But listen, we can't do anything without setting the environment. We got to set the environment around here. We do that by utilizing what we call our daily affirmation. Our affirmation looks like this. Y'all read it with me on the screen if you don't mind. I am a force to be reckoned with. Y'all say it. Say it. You got to say it from your shana now, right? I am a force to be reckoned with. I am unstoppable. Today is my chance to shine, lead with purpose, speak with clarity, and act with courage. I am determined to crush my goals and dominate today. I am determined to crush my goals and dominate today. I am determined to crush my goals and dominate today. I hope you're saying that like you mean it, because when you speak things like that out of your mouth, something happens. Atmosphere shifts. Changes begin to happen. You begin to get revved up. You begin to get ready, and I hope that you are getting ready on today. I truly believe that if you start speaking right, you can start believing right. And if you start believing right, you will achieve. I use the 3 words: speak, believe, achieve. And that's what I'm hoping that you will be able to do today, my friend. So yeah, it's time to get it on today, man. But let me just go ahead and jump into this thing. There's a guy that I know. His name is Phil Jackson. Some of you may have heard of Phil Jackson before. Phil Jackson is the coach for the great Chicago Bulls, also the coach for the great LA Lakers teams. But Phil Jackson is an amazing coach, and I'll never forget back in the 80s when Phil Jackson took over this team that was led by none other than the greatest basketball player on the planet, right? Michael Jordan. He took over this team. Michael Jordan had already been the scoring champion, the champion. He was already a force to be reckoned with. Everybody already knew that Mike was the man. The problem is this: Mike hadn't won a championship. Mike hadn't won Nathaniel, right? Mike kept on going home during the playoffs. So Phil Jackson came in, and when Phil came in, Phil sat down with Mike, and Phil said, Phil said, Mike, you're a pretty doggone good player. Mike, you can be the scoring champion every single year if you want to be the scoring champion. But listen, Mike, if you want to win championships, there's some things that you're going to have to change. Now, I don't know about you all, how that must have been a crazy difficult conversation for, Phil Jackson to have with the greatest basketball player ever to play the sport, right? To be able to come to him and be like, hey, look, I know you're good and everything, but you can be better. You can be better, and I can help you be better. And the way that you can be better is by you not being such an individual, and you buy into this concept of team basketball that I call the triangle offense. And Mike, I promise you this: if you buy into the triangle offense, we will win championships. Now, do you want to win that? Now, the interesting thing about Mike is Mike was like, yeah, I want to win championships. I'm sure it wasn't the easiest transition, but Phil had to come and provide constructive feedback for the greatest player on the planet. And because of that great feedback, what happened was they wound up winning a total of 6 NBA championships together. And had Mike not retired and done that little baseball thing, I don't know how many championships they would have won. They probably would have won many championships after with that being said. But here's my point. We as leaders, we have to be in the habit of giving people feedback. We have to be in the habit of giving people constructive feedback. In fact, constructive feedback is a gift that you as a leader give to the people that you're working with on your team and your family, your spouse. Constructive feedback is a gift, and we have to begin seeing it as such. So I just want to share with you just a couple of things that will help you to be more effective in the way that you give constructive feedback. Why am I doing this? Because giving feedback is hard. Why am I doing this? Because there are so many of us who know that we need to provide feedback, but for whatever reason, we're afraid to do it. We don't want to give people the feedback. And listen, they need it, and it's a gift. It does not mean you're being a jerk. It just means that you're trying to help somebody. In fact, when you give somebody constructive feedback, that's really you trying to help them to be the best version of themselves possible. So this is how you do it. And the things that I'm going to share with you today, these are the same things that I share with my corporate clients everywhere. These are the same things that I share with my private clients everywhere. These are the same things that I share with leaders all across the country. And I'm hoping that it's going to help you today. The first thing that you got to do when you are providing constructive feedback is simply state the purpose of the constructive feedback. Tell the person, this is why I am giving you this feedback. Now, check this out. If you don't have a reason to give the constructive feedback, hear me. Don't give it at all. If there is no constructive reason for you to provide that feedback to that individual, why are you giving it? Don't do that, right? That's called you just being petty. That's called you just nitpicking. You're not nitpicking them to their best, right? You want to provide constructive feedback, and that will help them to be the best. So the first thing you got to do is state the constructive purpose for you giving the feedback. Hey, listen, Mike, you've been doing an amazing job. You are an amazing basketball player, Mike. But listen, if you want to win championships, I got some things that I think will help you to win championships. Are you about that life or not, right? And Mike's like, yeah, of course I'm about that life, right? So again, state the constructive purpose for you giving the feedback. Second thing you got to do is describe specifically what you have observed. I had to get a drink of that coffee. Describe specifically what you have observed. Mike, listen, I see that you're working really hard. Mike, I see you going out and scoring 40. Mike, I see that you're dunking on everybody. But Mike, I see that you're losing also. And Mike, I don't know about you. I would get tired of losing. Are you tired of losing yet, right? So state specifically what you have observed. That's the second thing, right? Why are you giving the feedback, the constructive purpose? What specifically did you observe? The third thing that you got to share is, what are your reactions? What are your reactions, right? What are your reactions to what you are seeing? Mike, I was watching you and I was tired watching you, try to do this thing all by yourself and carry the weight of the world on your shoulders. I was tired about that, right? So the third thing is describe your reactions. The fourth thing you got to do is shut up, right? You got to give that other person an opportunity to respond. So after you state the constructive purpose, after you describe to them what you have seen, after you have give them your reactions, then do this. And don't say a word. Listen, once you shut up, that other person is going to feel compelled to have to share. They're going to be like, well, you know what? I guess it's my time to start talking. And they will respond to the things that you have said. Now, listen to them. Don't try to overtalk them. Just start nodding your head and saying, That's all you got to do so that you can hear and make sure that you are getting the information correctly from that individual. The fifth thing that you have to do, based on the information that you've heard, you want to offer some specific suggestions. Let me say it again. You want to offer some specific suggestions to that individual. Well, Mike, this is what we can do. This is how we can win together. I got this offense. It's called the triangle. The way it works is like this. If you buy into this, this is what will happen, right? Here's another suggestion, right? So offer some specific suggestions to the things that you've heard. And the last thing that you want to do is summarize and express your support. Summarize and express your support. So how do you effectively provide feedback to somebody? State the constructive purpose for why you're giving the feedback. Describe specifically what you have observed. Describe your reactions, and then shut up and let that person talk. After that person talks, offer specific suggestions and then summarize and express your support. Listen, giving constructive feedback is an essential part to whatever role you play in the family, in the business, on the job. We got to be able to give feedback. That feedback is a gift, and it is going to help you and that person become the best version of themselves. Now listen, I'm giving you my secret sauce now, all right? This is the secret sauce. These are things that will help you and will change your entire environment and dynamic. And I'll just say this, if you're a leader and you are looking to develop leadership skills like this, then I would just say this. You might want to go ahead and consider joining my new session, right? It's called Leading Without a Title, and it is for anybody on any level, and it might be just for you, okay? It might be just for you. If that is something that you're interested in, you're like, you know what, maybe I do need some leadership skills. If this is you, in the comments box, just go ahead and write the word lead. Do it now. Don't wait on it. I'm telling you, do it now. It will change your life. It will change your life. So with that being said, I'm going to just say this. That's all I got for you today, man. I need you to make sure that you tune in tomorrow, 7 a.m., because you know we go live every Monday through Friday with the Edge Energy Shot, 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, dropping nuggets, dropping gems, not for me. I'm dropping nuggets and gems for you so you can go and change your life. So with that being said, that's all I got for you today, man. Join me tomorrow, Edge Energy Shot. We will see you. Y'all be easy now. Peace.
Everything that I have that's within me is all that I need with my God by my side. How every time they turn around, I'm still winning. Regardless of feelings, I'm pursuing greatness, greatness, greatness. My destiny's greatness, greatness, greatness. I'm pursuing greatness, greatness, greatness. My destiny's greatness, greatness, greatness.